We're going. Well, actually, we're not.
Yes.
No, we're not, because the Wizard is actually coming to see us this morning. We've got the legend that is Michael Crawford. He's going to be here talking to him all about his long-awaited return to the stage as the Wizard of Oz. And if you've got any questions for Michael, we'd love to hear from you. Email those into Kate, itv.com/this morning. We've got to have those by 11:30, and Kate will.
And what a career, what a life he has had.
Amazing.
On stage and on screen. And he's had his health problems as well. He suffered with
From
ME,
yes, for a long time.
For a good few years. And he's come through that. He's back on stage with a bang, okay? Plus, we let Mr. Razzle Dazzle loose with his remote control. Louis Spence will give chatting to the Phantom of the Opera.
Yes, there
himself.
he is, look.
Oh, no, well, yeah, actually, that's Bruno the boxer. But look at Bruno, look at his face.
It's uncanny, the likeness. Look at that.
And there you have Michael Crawford below that. So it's incredible.
It's like your double, Michael, isn't it?
Michael's with us. He's now he's not the Phantom any longer. He is the Wizard of Oz. That's who he is, and he's doing that in the West End. And we're going to be talking to him very, very shortly. We've got the Overtones there in Western Supermare if you're there today. But before all of that, the big prize, which is
a whopping 100,000. Saw there in the picture, comparing him with the boxer dog. He was the original star of Phantom of the Opera. He's been leading man on both sides of the Atlantic, and it all started with a blackberry, a trench coat, and a
whoopsie.
Good evening. I'm your new neighbour.
Now I'm a jack of all trades, as busy as a bee.
Now stop worrying, I've got everything organised.
Spencer! Ring me on the telephone, but I know what to do.
Stop looking up there! You dirty shepherd!
I'll do the best I can. I'm always at your service. You may depend, and don't forget him.
I'm sorry, George. I've wet the bed.
You know.
Oh, I love it.
Well, you know, all this is done affection. I don't know if you think, oh, will they stop playing these clips? But a whole new generation, I mean, our 9-year-old, he's discovered this. And the most hilarious thing is, well, I have to do these Frank Spencer impersonations for him. Do that thing again. Do that again.
He loves it.
No, it's very flattering. It's you sort of don't get bored with it, because if you work to be remembered, and so if something is remembered, it's 30, well, nearly 40 years.
Unbelievable. It's all part of our
yeah,
news as well.
It's 40 years.
Now listen, you nearly forgot work. You're talking about being remembered, but you know, you were sick, you had this ME, you went into more or less semi-retirement. You probably thought you were never going to grace the stage again. Physically okay now?
Yes, doing very well.
Why did you come back?
Well, I was in New Zealand. I'd gone there to find my kind of recovery, and I was sailing and fishing and doing things that boys like to do. And then I had a holiday last year with my grandchildren in Sicily. We had a house for 10 days, and I suddenly realised that they'd never seen me work, and I was really only the popper that sort of made them eat their broccoli and use their knife and fork properly, but so I wasn't any fun at all. And we started playing around the pool, and I was doing back somersaults, as you do, into the pool at your age, and they thought this was quite amusing, and I convinced my grandson that I used to be a Secret Service agent, and played that out for 2 weeks. And then Andrew Lloyd Webber called me up and asked me if I'd like to play the Wizard in The Wizard of Oz at the London Palladium. And lights went off in my head, just thinking, well, I didn't really want to work, but it's not that large a role, it's not that taxing, but it's iconic, and it's the Palladium again. I'd been there 30 years ago in Barnum, and I took it, and my grandkids were the first the preview. Yeah.
So that's the first. Is that the first thing they'd seen you in?
That they can remember.
Yeah.
I mean, they've seen some others, but it would be nice to be remembered in something like this as well.
And of course, it's not just one character for you as well. It's not just the Wizard on its own.
No. In that cut there, I think you saw I play Professor Marvel at the beginning, who's her sort of a kind of mentor character for her and sends her off on the road. And then and then I played a guard to Emerald City in a pair of very long, low-crotched trousers, which are meant to be quite funny and usually get a laugh. And then in Emerald City, a guide, and then the wizard himself at the very end when they earn their stripes.
I'm
so
sure
to
it's
speak.
magical. We all know the film, so we all know the songs and the story and everything involved with it. There's a lot of things that people don't know about you, and Kate has been across tweets and emails and all sorts of things today. So off you go, Kate.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, Michael, is it true that you once appeared in Coronation Street as an extra in The Rover's Return?
Yes, it is. I was up there promoting my autobiography, and I went into the studio and met them all, and it was just great.
There's
they said, would you like to be on the set? And I said yes, and I got Baldwin to buy me a drink. Mike Baldwin to buy me a drink. He's never bought anyone a drink in the whole series, so I made a little history.
And did you
there.
get a real drink, or was it funny cold tea or something?
It was. I don't think it was a real drink, but I'd actually auditioned for it many years ago, and I didn't get the part. I didn't get the audition.
Would you like to be in the soap now if they offered you a part? Well, not now because you're the wizard.
It's too hard work. I mean, I love going home at night and I watch the replay. I love Corrie.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, what else have you got?
Oh, that was a great question from Sally on Facebook. Mark on Twitter and Jess on Facebook says, do you ever get sick and tired of being asked to do Frank Spencer impressions?
No, not at all, because I said earlier, it's very flattering that people still remember you and still want to see some mothers, and so the grandchildren are now watching it, so it's gone across 3 generations. It just makes me feel a little older than I'd like to, but I'm now like a sort of reconditioned Morris Minor or something, that I'm chugging around and doing
it's
quite
funny,
well.
I watch that on the repeats, and you won't know this because she goes to work earlier than me on a certain days, and at bed today at 7 o'clock in the morning, instead of watching the news, I watched Duty Free and laughed. You know the
Duty
ITV
Free,
series Duty
yes,
Free?
yes.
It was on one of the
Keith
channels,
Barron,
and it was just
Keith
so
Barron?
funny.
Yeah.
And Gwen Taylor, and it was just funny.
There were
funny.
a lot of very funny series a few years back.
Right, okay, what else have you got, Kate?
Finally, Mrs. K wants to know on Twitter, are we going to see more of you after Wizard of Oz? Because you are much missed by her and many others.
Well, that's very kind of you. I'm not sure. I'm now just signed on to do another 6 months, so I'm there till February.
Good, we'll come and see you then, that's
yeah.
good.
So now all the good tickets are available. I mean, people they couldn't get in before. Now you can get a good
But
seat.
the thing is, you don't regard yourself as the star of the show.
No.
The star of the show is?
Toto. No, Danielle Hope is Dorothy, and she's wonderful.
She came in here and sang. It was amazing.
She's just wonderful, and she's delight to work with, and it's a truly energetic and great company. So we had a very trying day yesterday because something went wrong, and I've never experienced a coming together of such youngsters, because they've no idea who I am. I don't think they know what I'm doing there, but half of them weren't born when I was doing Phantom. So they really showed the stripes yesterday. I was proud.
Listen, no better man to lead them. Lovely meeting
Lovely
you.
to see you,
Legend
Michael.
that is.
London
Thank you,
Palladium,
Michael.
Wizard
and good
of
luck.
Oz.
So go off to see the Wizard. We're going off now to the beach to see the Overtones.
Yeah.
See you
See you
tomorrow.